you.
All right, Holly. The Bobcats ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Touchdown, Bobcats! Stealing a score on special teams.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air on first down. Coming out aggressively. Goes high to pull it in. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot.
Catch inside the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's good enough for first down.
The Cowboys come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Good timing on the quick out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is now 4 here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Jackson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll line up to go for two. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a two-point conversion attempt. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go, ready. Dirty boots, where did he go?
The run inside. It's Burgess. At the 20, he's got space.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. If you like offense, this 2nd quarter is probably going to be a game for you. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll go to the counter, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look at, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keep it on the ground. Finding it. There's a little room there. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. They run the reverse. Powers through the defender. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And how about that play call on 3rd and long? Probably everybody thinking pass in the building. They run the option, and the QB makes the good read. Look, nobody's got me. Nobody takes me. I'll take it. I'll get the first down. Nice play call on 3rd and long.
Finds a man on the right. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Running the red zone, it's Hawkins. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw. They're setting up the screen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They've moved the sticks. It's first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the foot.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go.
Running inside, it's Burgess.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jackson gonna throw it. He lets one fly deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. The Cowboys will hustle to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen to see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Just keep slinging it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Now, when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Motion from the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
The quarterback sneak. He got it in there. Touchdown.
Number 17 in the end zone.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll go to the air. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Jackson will throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. He's loose. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
On the run from inside his 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the direct snap, it's Sparks. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Smith. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Now on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for...
Snags it, and there's running room. The 10. Zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to give it. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the field. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bobcats want to move quickly. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pitch it. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quickly out to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.